was Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who said, "The children of the poor you failed to train will never let your children have peace." In line with this mindset, Band of Help Orphanage Home, a private home, was established and registered with CAC in 2015. The home is located at Ikorikwe, behind Urodoinyang, Okon, Ekelego Government Area, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Band of Help Orphanage Home is a sure foundation ordained to reach out to the poor orphans and the less privileged children and people in our society, to ensure their welfare and promote their well-being as well. This organization was established to, among other things, provide home for the homeless children, provide food for the hungry children and people, provide free education to the less privileged children, give help to the helpless children by providing other necessities of life, to help unfold their potentials so as to fulfill their purpose on earth, hence become accepted and useful members of the society. Since the inception of this orphanage home in 2015, we have been experiencing the influx of children and people of this sort from different parts of our state and nation, hence the responsibility of manning of this vision. It is worthy of note that the services rendered to the children under our care are not limited to food, clothing, and shelter, but more importantly, they are encouraged to achieve feats that are purposeful and impactful to them and the society at large. Some of our needs, which are very essential, include foodstuffs, beverages, toiletries, and others, clothes and shoes for the boys and girls, men and women, money for the payment of our teachers, other workers, buying of school items, paying of bills, and maintenance of the center. Others are utility vehicle, sewing machines, desktop computer, photocopying and printing machine. Our goal is to have a community called Band of Help Orphanage Kingdom, where important facilities are fixed to help implement our 4 major areas of operational services, which are intervention, interaction, transformation and reintegration (IITR), vis-a-vis improving the living standard of the poor orphans, the downtrodden, the vulnerable, and the less privileged children in our society. Facilities required are land. We need a large expanse of land, approximately 10 to 15 hectares, to contain all required facilities and also give us enough space for agricultural purposes.
Our means of going to school and other outings is always challenging, so we need bus, our own bus, to help in our transportation need. We need a safe and quiet place to study our books and practice our skills. We need a playground. We need a farm to cultivate.
Building blocks for accommodation. Buildings need to be provided which will serve as shelter for the children. This will be done in separate blocks according to sex and age. For example, toddlers, boys, girls, male adults, female adults, and the aged. School blocks. One of our aims is to provide free education to the less privileged children. A conducive environment with specialized staff for adequate learning has to be provided to enhance quality education for the less privileged children. Skill Acquisition Center. Skill Acquisition Center is necessary for the identification and development of individual talents. Moreover, a child is able to acquire other basic skills such as handcraft, decoration, fashion designing, welding, carpentry, architecture, and others too many to mention. Event Center. Regular occasions such as wedding ceremonies, parties, conferences, and other events may be hosted in the event center, thereby generating funds for the running of the orphanage. Worship Center. We need a well-spaced and equipped worship center for our religious activities. Raising a generation of intellectuals that put God as their foundation has always been one of our foremost objectives. Providing a worship center where the children are given liberty to make use of any time is one step ahead of creating spiritually sound minds. Playground. Playground must be provided for children to involve themselves in games, sports, and other extracurricular activities. They take pleasure in using playground in their leisure time. Beneficiaries. The people that are to take full benefit of this establishment are the less privileged children, the less privileged people, the outcasts, the vulnerable, our society. If we positively impact their lives today, the future of our children is protected.
My name is Abraham. I am 9 years old. I live in Bannerford, Orphanage for almost 5 years now. I go to school. I am in primary 3. I enjoy staying in Bannerford Orphanage home. Day I don't see, but I know one day God will restore myself. It is my earnest prayer that God will continue to bless our father, Pastor Garvin Thomas, and his family.
I am Magdalene Friday. I live in Barn of Hope Orphanage Home. I am in JS2. I don't have any problem. At least I have way to lay my head and sleep. I eat on time, good and balanced diet. I have clothes to wear and look good. And we also go to school and acquire skills.
This dream will also trim down the rate of immorality in our society, thereby making our communities a safe place to live in, devoid of threats. The establishment will also create job opportunities to job seekers in the society. For this vision to be achieved, it requires cooperative efforts of individuals and groups with like minds.
People have been supporting us individually and group, even the government, because Akwa State prayer team, they used to come here through the consent of our amiable governor, the Kingdom Emmanuel. I can remember in 2019 when Her Excellency Dr. Martha Udom sent us Easter food, and that food took us some months. So I really appreciate that. But we are seriously affected by this pandemic. Since this pandemic set in, a lot of people that have been supporting us have stayed away. I may say 95% of them have stayed away because of the hike of commodities, and the effects on us is too much. To keep these children fed, clothed, educated, and everything is seriously worrisome situation. So I now call on governments, individuals, corporate bodies to please assist us drive this vision.
Andrew Carnegie once said, "Teamwork is the ability to work together towards a common vision. It is the ability to direct individual accomplishments towards organizational objective. It is the fuel that allows common people to obtain uncommon results. This vision demands the concern and support of well-meaning and kind-hearted individuals and groups to arrive at this destination."
This project is our extension project. It is a story building project. This project was here so that we can use it when it is completed. We decongest our center here. We are in need of extension. The children are much here. We don't have skill acquisition center. We need to separate them by gender.
Please don't be scared by the big projects outlined already. To make this goal achievable, just take a bold step and do what your strength can take, and also encourage others to do so. With cooperative efforts and teamwork, we shall achieve these easily. The organization has been in operation since 2015. We only need expansion to enhance the efficacy of our operations. Our journey so far, from the time of our existence in 2015 till date, we have made tremendous and remarkable achievements. Some of them are provision of accommodation for the children and some workers, prompt payment of workers' salary, 6 teaching staff and 7 non-teaching staff, regular medical check-up and treatment where necessary on our children, administration of routine balanced diet and other necessities to ensure the well-being of our children, establishment of a non-denominational religious organization by the name Band of Hope Christian Chapel to check the spiritual, religious, and moral differences of our children and others, thereby sanitizing our society as a whole. Establishment of Band of Hope Orphanage Academy to offer free and quality education for our children and other less fortunate children in our society, from preparatory to primary 6 classes. Commencement of work on a story building extension project to decongest our center. Today, because of our sincere concern for education of our children in this orphanage home, we have a child in SS2, 3 children in JSS2, and 9 in JSS3.
My name is Favor Mpon. I am in JS2. I live in Man of Hope Orphanage Home. Our father, Pastor Godwin Thomas, and his wife always take good care of us.
All these achievements would not have been possible if not for the voluntary efforts of our valuable partners, individuals and groups, who had worked tirelessly to drive this vision forward in one way or the other. We remain grateful to all of them.
Feeding is our most challenge here. You can see this is where we used to cook, and that place, the heat of fire here is affecting this wall and the fence. You can see the patching. By God's grace, we have acquired this land here. This is our own now. So if we have fun, we can develop this place, break this fence, then join this place. It's enough space. The land here is big, and God has blessed us to buy this land. So we need funding, we need funds to do what we have in mind to do. This project is a big project, it's a big vision. So we are looking for people to partner with us to run this vision effectively. So feeding them, the home is bigger than cooking in the room. We cook outside. Look at the place here. Look at this place. So that's what we need.
We request for the support from individuals and groups to help us care for the needy in our society. Our needs have been outlined already. If you cannot come to our center, you can support us through our account details. Bank name, Zenith Bank PLC. Account number, 101-468-6239. Account name, Band of Hope Orphanage Home. Our contact, you can contact the proprietor, Pastor Godwin R. Thomas, on the numbers 0706 076 6833, 0802 429 7999. Our website, www.bandofhopeorphanage.org. Email info@bandofhopeorphanage.org. Remember, to make a difference in someone's life, you do not have to be brilliant, rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care. This is according to Handy Hale.
Just
the one that cares. Band of Hope cares. Our partners, our pride.